Good morning. I wanted to bring you an article real quick that just came out on RT, and it's something that I think we should probably take a note of. He had just made several statements, actually, that are rather concerning. And I think it really solidifies the idea that there's really no turning back from where we are at this point. So let me go ahead and bring you the article real quick. Of course, as always, I'll link it in the description of the video. Please either share the article or the video. It doesn't matter if you share the video. I don't care about views and all that stuff. So if you wanted to share the article, that's fine too. But do understand that, like, if you share the article, like on Facebook, Facebook doesn't like RT. And it just, I don't know if it will still put a cookie on your browser or not. I know at one time, Facebook would put a cookie on your browser if you clicked on an RT link from a Facebook post, and your browser wouldn't allow RT's website to load until you cleared the cookies. And so, sometimes, just be aware of that. Sharing RT links is sometimes a little bit tricky. On Facebook, I don't share RT links. What I do is I take screenshots. Like, I would take a screenshot of what you see right there, and I share the picture. But at least for the time being, Facebook will not play fair with RT. So either way, just the important thing is get the information out there. So going on into the article, it says the West and its allies are playing a dirty game, the prize in which is global dominance, Russian President Vladimir Putin has said. However, the U.S. and its allies are not safe from the consequences of their own actions, he added. Now, I mean, he's not incorrect in what he's saying, but I will throw that reminder out there that, I always keep an open mind, and until I see 110% definitive proof otherwise, I will always be suspicious that these nations are possibly working together, and they are going to use confusion, fear, and everything else, just like the good book says, to win the hearts and the minds of the people. Anyway, the article goes on to say, a quote here from Putin, "Power over the world is what the West has put at stake in the game it plays. The game is certainly dangerous, bloody, and I would call it dirty." That was Putin's quote. Goes on to say the Russian president's comments came at a Valdai discussion club meeting outside Moscow on Thursday. He offered his view that Western nations deny others on the global scene the right to any kind of independence, be it political, economical, or cultural. I have to agree with that. Last December, Russia's proposals to address its concerns about national security were tossed aside by Washington, he noted. Now listen to this next quote. "But in the modern world, sitting aside is hardly an option. He who sows the wind will reap the whirlwind, as the proverb says." That was Putin's comment. Goes on to say humanity basically now has two paths it can pursue, Putin stated. It can either be fractured and keep accumulating problems that will eventually bury it, or try to find maybe not ideal but working solutions to common issues. I would say that's probably pretty good advice. Not just internationally, not just on the international stage, but even within our own nation. That would probably be good advice. You got a lot of people that have their minds made up on how everything should be, and that's just it. Everything should be that way, and they're not willing to nothing. However, a lot of these people won't really put into the world they want to see. That's asking too much. They want you to create the world they want to see for them. And it's creating a very, very ugly society. But anyway, reading the last statement here, it says, Putin said he believes in common sense and is convinced that sooner or later, new centers of power in the multipolar world and the West will have to start talking as equals about our common future. I can jive with that. I think I think there's a whole lot of the world that needs tugged off their cloud. We're all equal. Every last one of us. And if you think you're better than any person on this planet, you are the problem. Shalom.